All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We're taking another look at the psychedelic sector. It's been a while since I covered these stocks, but if you go back, TRUFF for real played out exactly as I expected it, okay? I kept saying 84 cents seemed like where it would come. That was this plateau. That's literally where we're at. And there is now a huge test coming up at 8 cents, okay? So we'll get into more of the details shortly, but real quick, if you're new, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages, the horizontal support and resistance lines I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms, but even if you don't, just thank you so much for your time, okay? And then look, if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, all right? I'm not perfect, I'm not all-knowing, and honestly, if your opinions are better than mine, I'd for sure love to hear them, okay? Let's get into it. Again, I talked about it at the beginning, right? This plateau right here, because look, we make a good little run, but in the run, there's this nice little plateau before the extra lift, right? It made sense once we lost the 8 and the 20 that we were pretty much going to come right back to this. Because why? I realize that there's more red here, but this is actually green going up, right, in my head. That quickly turns. And again, it's funny that there's more greens on the way down as well, but whatever, right? This quick up turns into a quick down, and a lot of it has to do with these moving averages, right? Good things happen over the 8 and the 20, bad things happen under it, okay? We are now coming to a place where we have 2 moving averages, the last 2, the strongest 2, right at a stone, like literally within a millimeter of a penny, right? A micro penny of it, okay? You cannot, I mean, for real, cannot lose 8 cents. Losing 8 cents should probably be like maybe 7 cents from there, if not 6 for sure, right? But what I don't like, this 8 is kind of still going down. It's interesting. It actually looks like the 20, right? Like that would be continuing. It looks like it's at least trying to maybe curve, but it is still going down, not up, right? Because that's the flat line. It's definitely still more down than up. But I don't like that this 8 is going down. I do, like I said, still see the 20 going down, and I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Oh, it's not a good chart to show it, but the 2 lines can go down together for a really long time if they want, right? And losing this and having the 2 lines go down can be really devastating. So there is so much pressure on this 8 cent line. And look, end of the day, even 8 cents is still a pretty big jump from the January 6 cent we were at, right? So, hey, if you rode this whole thing and still haven't sold, you are still up, but 8 cents is where I'm for sure going to start getting worried, because for real, the last place you want your money is under all our 5 moving averages. You really want your money over all the moving averages. And then when we're in the middle, you know that I call that a horizontal cluster of moving averages, and man, anything can happen when you're just stuck in between the lines. I call it a tornado often, right? So but yeah, what am I looking for? I have to see this thing bounce on 8. When it bounces on 8, it also needs to be a big bounce. Because look, just kind of look at this right here. We break it, we stay on it, and then eventually goes, right? That's essentially what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to go on this thing and then go. All right, like these are the 2 last ones for a reason. These are supposed to be 2 really strong ones, and yeah, it should give us a hard bounce or really be telling that, this thing's still going down for a while. So much pressure on that 8. One more. Man, exact same thing on the weekly. 2 moving averages right on that 8. That's huge right there, right? Sorry, I gotta close my door. But yeah, I'm very weary of this 8 cent line. I want to just start like making assumptions that this 20 is going up and stuff like that, but I'm really actually not there yet. It's at best going flat, and this 8 is actually curving down from what I see, right? So this is a scary weekly, but end of the day, it highlights that same 8 cent importance. So yeah, not too much more needs to be said on TRUFF. You either bounce on 8 or bad things happen. 7 and 6 aren't that far away either, because just like it could be big candles if this is lost, is all I'm saying. So hopefully we see a big candle up. That's the last thing. I haven't seen much on this MNMD, mind medicine. Sorry about that. Yeah, not much good is happening here, right? Last time I remember was being really hopeful for this gap fill. Clearly never even happened. Man, this thing has just been going down for a while. A little bit better of a curve on the 8 and definitely a nice amount of red, but honestly, I'm really not liking this thing until it gets over 307. And really, even 307 might be a little insignificant until maybe the 20 gets a little lower. It looks like at some point they're both going to meet probably at this 306 line, right? And hey, maybe from there when that happens, you can break the 20 and the 100 at the same time and try to go to the 50. But excuse me, overall, this definitely doesn't. Excuse me again, sorry about that. This does not look like a good chart. I don't think I have too much time to really even spend here. This is a bad weekly too. You're under the 8, you're under the 20, obviously under the 50, right? But yeah, this is a real bad weekly. Cannot expect much from the daily. So yeah, a quick video. Again, it's been a while since I've covered this, and obviously it was a little bit more about TRUFF. Just because I get more requests on this one actually, but 8-cent line one last time just to hammer that in. So hey, trade safely out there. If you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments. Otherwise, thank you.